Still trying to throw the ball. On first and goal, second and goal. Panicking at third. Fourth, I'm wishing for a muff.
Welcome to the 510 Huddle podcast. It's your boy, Coach D Lane. I'm in the building with my guy, Zay. And today we got a special guest in the building. Our second hooper, our first person in the entertainment, though, DJ Mill. My guy, Jamil Brown. How you doing today, Mill?
I'm good, man. Can't complain at all. How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing today, Zay?
Doing good. Hey, beautiful Monday. Trying to get after it. Appreciate Jamil coming on. Talk about his journey and what he's doing now after hoop. So let's get it going.
Let's first start with the ball, though, Mill. Gotta ask you this, man, because you are second hooper. I forgot to ask our first hooper this. Who was the first person to bust your ass?
Probably my brother, bro, honestly. Shit, for real. Like,
I can see that.
Hell yeah. Like, always trying to
play. All right, give me somebody besides your brother. That's too easy. Because we know, boy, come on, that's too easy.
First person I remember. Man, that's a tough one. Man.
Play the game long enough, everybody gonna get you once or twice, man.
High school,
trying to think of like the best game that we played. Probably, I ain't gonna lie. It was this dude named his name was Unreal Adams. He was from Seattle. He ended up playing at like Kansas. He played at Franklin. We played him in San Diego probably like my junior year. And it was nice.
He was nice.
He was like next level. He was like one of them Brandon Roy kind of niggas. Like just
okay. He had game. Like he had skill. He had skill. Okay. I like that. When you did play, Mill, you was like you class of 13 or 12?
12.
Okay, you 2 years older than me.
Yeah,
when you did try to play though, who did you try like to model your game after? When you was playing?
Honestly, for real, bro. Like
I remember your ass being a dunker for sure. I remember you was like that stretch four. You was like kind of like a stretch four for high school for sure.
My favorite player, bro, like for real, was like that I like could see myself playing like was like a nigga. You remember Wendell McKinnis from Richmond High?
Yeah, Wendell.
I just want to be like him because when I used to see him play, he was just like cleaning up everything, like blocking shots, dunking on niggas and shit. So I was just really just trying to be like something like that. Like he was like, you feel me, a few steps ahead of me, but that's just someone who I like could like see myself playing, like just dunking everything, just doing whatever, just the team needed to get done, rebounding, blocking shots, everything like that.
And how was it able to play with your brother at Ohio?
That was cool, bro. I was probably like. It was like one of the funnest times for real. Just I remember when he decided he was gonna come back. Like it was like we had a tournament in San Diego and he was on break from he was in school in Vegas. They had a little break, so he came to just stay with us because they used to rent a house.
Was he at Finland?
Yep. He was on a little break and he came down to San Diego and he was just kicking it with us when we was on the tournament just with the whole Ohio team, and he ended up coming back probably maybe like 2 weeks later, like right when school started back up, like first week of January, and then he just got back on the court. Then it was cool. He fit right in. Because he used to play AAU with all the guys on my team. Because like the 2011 class with him, TJ, Neek, Drew, all them guys, they all like grew up playing together. So it was kind of like just like a seamless effort, just getting them back in and like team chemistry and everything.
Were you trying to get him? Were you trying to get him back out here, or was it just a choice?
Nah, it was just it didn't work out for him out there. Like he wasn't feeling this. He was like, man, he planned on coming home the next year anyway. He said so. He just came back.
So you got 2 seasons in with him or one, Mill?
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah. Half my sophomore year and then my whole junior year.
Okay, cause I was at the game your junior year, that Castro game, man. That was I went to Castro.
Man. Come on, man. Which one? The first one or the second one?
I got moved up for the second one, so I was on the bench riding that pine on the second game. But the first game, because that was the playoff game, I think, right? The second one.
Yep,
the first one, though, that shit was live, bro. That first one, oh my God.
Heck, for sure. They had to turn people at the door.
Yeah, that was the area's finest era. Most of these kids don't even know about that era, man.
I saw telling people, I'd be like, man, like our generation was like, I wouldn't say the first, but we really put like the YouTube on the map. Like they was doing it a little bit, but it really got like popular when we was doing it. Like Kiwi and DA and Pee Wee and all them. Like they really like set the bar for like YouTube and everything like that.
And I think Trav dominated the game with because he didn't just do mixtapes, like he did like the pizzas, like he'll do You Getting Broke, like he broke it up. You feel me? And I think that's why some his content people just started eating it up. You feel me?
I like how it brought hype to the game. Like I play football, so as a football player, I'm like, oh yeah, if finals gonna be there, that's the game I want to go see. And I feel like brought the whole hype around hoop.
Nah,
I don't think we had nothing like that for football, huh, Zay? We used to get juice for Sports World. We would be happy if Sports World will show up to the game to take a picture, to get the pictures.
Cal High Sports and stuff like that. Yep, it was like Cal High. If Cal High was covering your game, or if the area's finest was there, and then you feel me, it was just like another level. Like, it's gonna be lit.
It's not like that anymore.
Nah, for sure. It's like, damn.
Mill, looking at your resume that you sent me, you did a year of academic at an academy, correct?
Yeah, I went to Hargrave Military Academy, so it's like
for your senior year.
Nah, it was like right after I graduated, so it was like if you was a 5th-year player, you feel me, you didn't like where you was like who was recruiting you could go there and knock out a year, or they had like 2 seniors that came there also, and it was like if your grades was messed up too, you could go there and like knock out some classes, and it was like. It was football and basketball. Like, just as many basketball players they probably put out like 3 times as many football players.
So I asked you that because I wanted to know what was the difference as far as like the play. Was there any difference in the play as far as
I wasn't even there regular?
Okay.
But our first game we played against Oak Hill though. That was cool. Like they play against like just like other prep schools, shit like that.
Okay.
Cool, though. Scary Terry Rozier is on my team with me.
Okay.
He was nice. I remember he had like
he was nice.
In one game. Yeah, he was a boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, 60. Terry was nice. Terry been nice since he was at Louisville. I remember him at Louisville getting buckets.
Yeah, he was nice.
Okay. What about
what's the difference between junior college, like taking a junior college route instead of going to a prep? Is it you're technically still a high school? Is that the difference?
That's a good question.
Like you taking high school classes. Like me personally, the classes I was taking there, it didn't mean nothing for me because I graduated. Like I didn't fail no classes in high school, but like.
So it could just be like an extra year for you to get exposure.
Yep. And if not, if you did have like your grades was messed up, you could go there and you can fix it without losing no year eligibility. So you just go there, knock out a 5th year, and then you still a freshman when you bounce back. As opposed to junior college.
So your college clock never starts when you go to academy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's bigger in the South than other parts.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you don't really see
it
out here.
JUCO.
Yeah, it's like mainly like up and down like the East Coast. Like they got a bunch of them of like New Hampshire and New York and stuff like that. It's really just like the East Coast thing for real.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Okay. Mill, like I said earlier, man, you was definitely known as a dunker, high flyer when you was playing, man. What's your favorite in-game dunk?
Favorite in-game dunk? Probably I got 2. One would be when we played against Jesuit. It was like the game before we played y'all. Game before we lost to y'all.
Who they had on that team that year? They had a white boy that was cold, didn't they? Jesuit,
his name was Parker. Parker Yu. He could shoot.
That boy, I remember. Yeah. Okay.
We played against them, and then like if you look at the film, you can see Dame. Dame was in the stands, and he kind of like stood up after I had the dunk too. You could see him. I could just see like hella people I went to high school with and like grew up with in the stands and stuff. That was all hype. So that was probably like my favorite one just off that. And then the other one was we played against Tech, and they had this play that they used to draw. No, that was a different play. Now we played against Tech, and basically like they everybody was going, you feel me? They was face guarding my brother basically. So he set a back screen for me, and I just like came around, and TJ just threw the lob, and they called it the chair dunk because they said I was like hella high and looked like I was sitting in the chair when I caught it. So that's what they yeah. So
that's crazy.
Are those 2 of your favorite basketball moments? Would you say?
Yeah, probably just the whole junior year for real. Like that was just a fun year. Like we didn't meet the goals that we set for ourselves as a team. Like we wanted to take it all the way, but just playing with those guys, and we all just had so many years.
Y'all had another guard. Didn't y'all have another? TJ was on that team too, wasn't he?
Yep.
TJ was nice at guard.
Yeah.
I played for his. I played for Tab Dad. Tab Dad coached us at Express. Big Tab.
Okay. Yeah.
So I know Coach Tab for sure. How was your time playing at City and then making that transition from City and then going to St. Louis for that year you did?
City was cool. It was like like an introduction just to being on your own, being in college. You know, high school, you're going to go practice, go, for me, chill for a minute. I mean, school, chill for a minute, study hall, whatever, come back to practice. College, you know, you ain't got nobody telling you what to be, where to be, or what to do. You feel me? If you want to just cut all your classes, you can just cut all your classes if you're at a big enough school, and nobody going to care, really, as long as you just producing on the course. So I would say the biggest difference was just, like, being on your own, you know, and just it's really when you get an introduction to that sports as a business, especially like, you know, college coaches, they getting paid. That's how they feed their family. So, you know, your margin for error and mess ups is like, it's way smaller because, you know, they get everything on the line for them too. So I'd probably say that was the biggest difference. And then just everybody bigger, faster, stronger, and everything like that. So it's probably the biggest difference.
I like how you brought up coaches, you know, it's a job and they got to feed their family. I was just having this conversation with some old teammates of mine. And what's your view on college coaches calling athletes son or boy? Is that something like you feel should not be, you know, said?
Yeah, I ain't never really liked it like that at all. You feel me? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it depends on like your relationship with the coach. I personally wouldn't rock with it just because, you know, like the racial matter in terms of anyway. Even if it was like even if it was a brother calling me that, like if you didn't really look at me like your son or something like that, then I wouldn't really appreciate nobody calling me that. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's business at the end of the day. Like treat it how it is. Like if you really do got love for your players and y'all got that connection, cool. You feel me? But if not, then I wouldn't. Just refer to nobody as that.
No, yeah, I love that answer. I'm right there with you. I believe, you know, I'm 18. I'm at the house. I'm a man, so I'm here to. You paying me for my school, and I'm helping you make that salary. So I think they go hand in hand.
Mill, who was on your team at City? Because you was on the team a couple years. I know City just had like an undefeated season a few years ago. I feel like.
Yeah, that was in my year. When I was there, the year I got there, I got there in the middle of the year, so I didn't play. I was just practicing with the team to my second year. First year they had Delani. It was his freshman year. They had Darrell Wright, little brother. He played with the Mavericks.
Okay.
He was there. It was his second year there.
Where did he transfer to from there?
He went to
UNLV, right? Or Utah.
Yeah,
Okay,
2
Utah.
years at Utah. Then the year I played, Tutu was there.
Okay, he played with Tutu.
Chooks was there. He played with my brother. He was from SAC.
I remember he was the guard, right? African cat.
Yeah.
I remember he had game. I remember him.
Yeah, my boy Trevante, he was from Alaska. He played over in Portugal now. He was there. There was a few other guys too, but them was like the main ones that really I really follow now. That's like still playing, still doing stuff.
Okay. Let's transition a little bit then, Mill, because now we all know you by DJ Mill, man. DJ Millions, man. So when did you make that transition to music?
Transition, man, really like 2018. So I stopped playing. The last game I played was like December 31st, 2015, and I was just like trying to figure out what I wanted to do, you know, just chilling, shit like that. In like 2018, I had got a little DJ controller. I was like, man, I'm gonna teach myself how to use it. And I ain't end up like, I practiced for a little while, like I didn't really get the hang of it too well. So I was about to sell it. And then I couldn't get no offer that I wanted. Like I was trying to sell it on offer up, and it was like brand new still, and everybody wanted to give me like half off. I'm like, nah, I ain't about to sell this shit for half off. Hold on to it.
Well, and then, put this to use.
For sure. Like fast forward like 3 months later, I linked with my boy Chris, DJ Critty, and he like showed me. I had linked with him like 3-4 times. He had just show me the basics. He was like, you feel me? Now let me just go out there and just try it now. And I did a little house party for Delani's birthday, December 7, 2018, and it was history from there. On and on stuff.
Mill weekend, man. I know Corona messed it up. You gonna have one next year? I know I gotta slide back in that thing. Mill weekend be lit for sure.
For sure, yeah. I'm gonna bring it back for sure. God willing, everything clear back up and it's safe to do it. I'm gonna for sure do it next year.
Okay, what made you? Everybody rapping now, like in the game, in today's game. What made you choose the DJing route though, Mill? Like, what made you like, man? I'm gonna you feel me? Be on the producing end of this. I'm trying to put some shit together.
I don't know. Shit. I really just wasn't that good at rapping. I can't like,
hey, at least you can admit it. Hey, at least you can admit it. Hey,
I was like,
thank you.
Cool, but I mean, I don't think I would have just like made no career for myself. So I was like, man, shit, try something different.
Man, you gotta talk to these other cats out here. Let them know. It's
man,
it's
please,
not for them.
please.
And what's the so as a DJ, does that career take more places from the parties, being the club, and kind of creating that vibe, or are you in the studio with artists creating music?
Like in the beginning, it was just like strictly just like doing parties and stuff like that. I really just like got into like the music aspect because COVID really like it just forced me to. Like I always wanted to, but I was working and DJing too, so I didn't really have no time to do it. And it shut down. I'm just at the house every day. I'm like, man, if I don't just try and do it now, then shit, I ain't never gonna do it. So shit, from there, it just was making music, linking with other producers in the area, going to the studio, knocking out songs. And then shit, I was working with so many different artists, just like on a DJ tip. Like I see them out, I see them here, I see them there. I DJ for them on occasion, or a DJ for them like on tour. It was just easy. Like, and then like some of them I just knew from sports, like just hooping and shit like that. Cause you feel me, it's the Bay Area, like we all play sports, we all doing something else, so some of them end up rapping. So I know him from then. I have a relationship with him, so that's kind of like how I started putting together the project. I just reach out to him, like if I knew him, like bro, I'm trying to get you on something, you feel me? And
you recently just put out your first single, right? With Just Bang.
Yeah.
Tell the people where they can get that from. And what's the title, Mil?
It's called The Half by DJ Millions featuring Just Bang. It's on YouTube, Apple Music, Tidal, all DSPs, all streaming platforms. Yeah, I got more music coming too, so be on the lookout for it.
Go get on it.
Okay. All right, you a hooper, man. So you an ex-hooper. So before we let you go, we got to ask you, what's your all-time personal starting five? Your personal favorite from any era. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a good one. At the one, we'll go Steph.
I need a 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay.
Steph at the one.
Steph.
We'll go LeBron at the 3. I'm going to just knock that out the way.
Okay.
Kobe at the 2. R.I.P. Kobe.
Man, gotta have Kobe in there.
At the 4, I'm gonna go KG. I was a big KG fan back in the day, so I'm gonna go KG.
Okay, dog right there, dog.
And then at the 5, I ain't gonna lie, I might switch it up. I might put KG at the 5, put LeBron at the 4, Kobe at the 3, and I'm gonna just swing AI in there at the 2.
Hey, he got all the scores.
All scores. He trying to run it up.
But we gonna score for sure.
Okay.
Like
all right, before we let you go, I gotta ask you one more question. I like to ask all our guests, Mil. Who should we have next on the show? And if you know the person personally, can you give us the lie?
Yeah, for sure. Who should I have? What y'all want to do, like music or sports?
It's whatever, man. You know, like I said, me and you had the conversation, you know, why we created the pod. We started with just football, but we kind of just wanted to shed light on the talent overall in the Bay Area, you feel me? So you are second hooper. You can do hoop, you can do whatever.
I got 2 of them for you. First, you should get Delani on here because you feel me. He give you some stories of playing D1 and just like the politics of it. He got a real interesting story on, you feel me, like his playing days and then just like getting adjusted to the politics of it. And he transitioning into doing cannabis. So he like doing like shit through the Oakland equity program and stuff like that. So he just got funded for some stuff with that. So you feel me, it could be like a whole different kind of like like you get into a whole different conversation that people would be interested in, like tell like some young Black people that's interested about getting into that industry. Like he might shed some light on it.
Okay.
And another one.
I went to school with him.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, she for sure get on here. And another one. I want to get somebody music that you could do.
Yeah, tell me in, man. I gotta get my boy Bear on here. Bear just about the only one I know in the Bay. I don't know. I mean, I know some other cats, but like personally, he the only one I know. I gotta trying to think of some other cool entertainers in the Bay. My boy, trying to think. I was trying to get one. I got one in the raps. I'm trying to get one on. He went to the bubble. I was trying to get him before he got back to the bubble, but they went down to the bubble. Him and Ivan, they snuck off on me. So I got to get him and Ivan back in.
Oh, yeah, we had them lined up, but yeah.
Yeah. But we'll take Delani. That's all good, Mil. Hey, man, I definitely appreciate you for joining, man. And my birthday in a few months, I definitely need you to come turn me up before you get big and shit. I need you to come DJ my shit.
Just let me know.
Yeah.
Call away.
Yeah, we're gonna have a players ball, man. We're gonna have a players ball for my 25th. I'm gonna do it big for sure.
For sure. It's all good, man. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yes, sir. Hey, you want to shout out your social media so people can follow you, Mill?
Oh, yeah, y'all can follow me at DJ Millions 55 on Instagram and on Twitter, Millie Million IDF. Yeah,
okay, man. Hey, appreciate you again, brother. Thank you. Stay safe out there in them streets, man. Keep doing your thing, man, with the music.
Appreciate it. Y'all, too. I'm going to see you on the field.
Yep. Stay safe.
Still went for it. It's time to change the club.